Hello, my name is Ernie Robertson, and this is the Mountain Hardwear Fluid 26 backpack. Right now I have the pack set up for just like an well, not ultralight, but just an overnight stay. I have external shell, waterproof, Kamic sleeping system, water purification, water bottle. I also have an internal bladder in the bag. But let's go over the pack itself. Mountain Hardwear has the frame sheet back panel, and this does a good job at protecting your back if you just kind of throw stuff in there from just hitting you and making things feel funny. I just sort of threw everything in this bag real quick, and you can put it on and it feels great. The compression system is a Z-type system. You have this strap right here. It goes over and it helps compress whatever's in this pocket, outer pocket, and it goes back through underneath the outer pocket here, back over, and then up into the belt, and then back to this area right here, and you have another means of compressing. This one strap, you can compress it from the top up here or the bottom. I like to compress the top when I first put everything in the bag, and once I get the bag on, I use these on the fly compression straps to really torque it down to my comfort level. So what else? Alright, if you want to take a look at the straps here, Mountain Hardwear, in my opinion, did an excellent job with these straps. The material of the back, that's the backing for your shoulder straps, it's really soft. It's almost like, has like a neoprene kind of feel, but it's not neoprene, but it's really soft, really comfortable against the skin. And they have the foam pad in here for support and to keep it from hurting your shoulders with heavier loads. Each shoulder strap has a couple of D-rings and just little tabs here to keep your straps in line. It has a sternum strap that is adjustable on each side, and you have the adjustability down here as well for the shoulder length. The hip belts, in my opinion, they could have done a little bit better job with this. It has very little padding in it, none of the foam padding that you have up here, but well, not as much anyway. But I think they could have been just a little bit longer. This particular system, in my opinion, it's hard to access it when you put the pack on. I'll show you guys. It's hard to get to these pockets, and the pockets are so small that you can throw a few gel packs in there, like Go Juice or something. You can put just a couple of those, but that's about it. Like a camera or maybe a small knife might fit, but most cameras, it's going to have to be a pretty small. Most cell phones won't fit. I have a Hero, and it is as big as the pouch itself, and it's a pain to try to shove it in there, and it really just doesn't want to work correctly. Alright, so another thing about this bag, it has a quick access pouch up here. This is where you put in the hydration system, your bladders. It's pretty convenient. I've never used the system before, but I really like it. You can pull your bladder out completely. You don't have to disconnect the hoses, feed them through small things, small holes in the side of the bag, and you can line up the tubes right over the shoulder straps, so you don't have anything hitting you in the back of the neck. But it's pretty easy to get this in and out. You can take out the entire system, fill it up, put the entire system back in without messing anything else up in the pack, unless it's packed full like it is now, in which case you would never be able to get it back in. But alright, so you have load lifter straps up here, and they don't give you nearly the range of motion or range of adjustment that you would get out of a frame pack where the load lifters are higher on your shoulders. With this particular bag, you want to make sure that you either try it on or just know your torso length, and if your torso length is pretty close to exactly what this bag's torso length is, I'm not sure what it is. You can look at the specs up on Mountain Hardwear's website, but if it's not pretty close, you're not going to have the adjustability with these straps to make it fit correctly. So if it doesn't fit correctly, it's going to be uncomfortable, and you're probably not going to like this pack. The next thing I want to mention is, you can kind of see right now as the bag's just fully loaded, it tends to pull this pouch open. That kind of concerned me at first, but then I realized once you actually put it on and you pull these load lifters, it functions to pull that back over pretty well. So I'm going to put this bag on and let you guys see exactly how the system works. The buckle in the front here, it's pretty small. I don't think that'd be a good choice if you're going to be using it with gloves, heavy gloves. It'd be hard to really work this buckle. the buckle, I guess, system, you pull from the hips. I really like that. It makes it really easy. And then you get the sternum strap and tighten everything down. Pretty good. So, reaching back, you can grab the load lifters and just pull. And that does a really good job. I was on a downhill run and didn't have nearly as much in the bag a couple of days ago in the rain. And I was able to just pull this down and tighten up the sternum strap a little bit. And it held the bag in place, everything in there, nothing bounced around. It stayed in. I even had a water bottle on the side, and it stayed in without flopping out. This, I've heard some people complain that it's hard to reach. I mean, it's not easy, but it's definitely not impossible. I have no issues pulling this out, taking a drink on the trail, and then reaching right back and putting it in again. As you can see, now that I have the bag on, getting to these straps or these pockets, it's a little bit difficult. I can't actually see most of the pocket. I can see just the outside of it. So getting to it's a little bit of a pain. It does keep things out of the way. So if you have something in the front, you don't have to worry about stuff hitting it. But all in all, I don't particularly like that. Another thing to note about this on-the-fly system, when you pull it, it does pull into the waist belt here. So it pulls this off, so it doesn't actually pinch. It's really comfortable to pull that, and it just keeps the bag really tight against you and off your body. So it's a pretty good design. I do wish on this particular pack that they would have made one more Z, maybe lowered this buckle here where it clips in, because you can actually remove these pretty easy. Remove that and move that farther down and have one more Z where it attached up to the upper side. I think that would really help hold in this area. So we're going to go through the bag here. This buckle system is, I guess, distinct to Mountain Hardwear. It's, I guess, kind of a trademark thing. It's a little aluminum buckle, and it clips into these loops. You have two of them right here you can choose from. This one on my bag is smaller. I think it's actually a manufacturer's defect, because it is a pain in the butt to get that little metal clip in and out of this one. The upper one works just fine, and I've been to stores and looked at the bag in stores, and most of these are the same size, and they're easier to use than this one is. So here we got a shell, we got a rain fly for the tarp, and then we have this outer pocket. The material of this bag is really durable. I think you're going to find that it'll work for any multi-use, whether you're backpacking, going to campus, just commuting around town. Doesn't matter what you're doing, just a day hike, mountaineering. You can throw stuff in this, and this material is really going to hold up well. This outer pouch is made of the same material. I think it should use a stretchy material a little more, especially on this backside. If they had the stretchier material down here, this pouch would expand easier, and would definitely make shoving more bulky items, like maybe like a winter jacket or something, a little easier. And something else I want to mention is the ice axe strap. You could put other things on this other than ice axe, but an ice axe, I have one over here. The ice axe loop works really well, and it's really quick. This little clasp that they have right here, just reach over, pull it, and if you need to adjust it, make it tighter, you can do that. And it's on there, it's quick, it's easy. I like that. Alright, bag has three main compartments. The outermost compartment is an organizational compartment. I have a pen in here now. I got, a sport. But it's really good if you're going to school. You might want this to organize a few things, or if you're just sort of picky about things, or if you're going to use it as a multi-day use bag, you can keep that sort of stuff in there and just shove other things in there. You have one zipper compartment here. It's about the size of your hand, so calculator, maybe some knickknacks, whatever you would like. And this compartment actually goes all the way to the bottom, so I have rope in there now. It'd be good to put your headlamps and stuff of that nature if you want them in there. In the outer compartments, these stretch compartments, I have a water filter, a beanie out here. You got plenty of room. They stretch out pretty good. You can also put your snacks and stuff in there if you wanted to, depending on how you like to organize. Let's see. The main compartment here, which is like the middle compartment, is where I shoved all of my food for an overnight hike and day trip. Got some tangerines. I got a kettle to cook with. A couple of cans of tuna. Hammock. And of course, I carry my 30-degree sleeping bag. It's definitely not an ultralight bag, not really that small compared to some, but it fits in there pretty well. So if you have an ultralight bag, you would have a lot more room than me. And that makes up this compartment. Then you have this outermost compartment, and it has a glasses pocket in it. I personally don't really care for this just because of where this compartment is. It makes my glasses. It makes it awkward to use the compartment if you actually have the glasses in there. I prefer to use my own case like this for my glasses. It's just quicker to me. I have a headlamp in there and some other snack foods. So this pretty much sums up the Mountain Hardwear Fluid 26. I guess I can show you guys this bladder, how it just sort of pops out really easy, and putting it back in, you have to, once you get it started, it's not bad at all. Just sort of wiggles right on in there. There you go. And that is the Mountain Hardwear Fluid 26. Oh, a few other things you might like. If you do mountaineering, this is a pretty large shovel compared to most. Fits in the outer pocket, very easy. Even with a load, that sort of thing, you can put that in the outer pocket. And I think that's about all I have. But if you're looking for a multi-use bag, something you can use every day, no matter what the situation, this bag will be great. It'll be durable enough to stand up to everyday use. Ooh, another neat little feature that you might not notice. These stretchy pockets on the side have a more durable material here that so if you're shoving trekking poles or your camping poles or tent poles or something like that in these pockets, it's not going to wear them out. So, but like I said, it's a very durable bag. I think you'll like it. Go to the store, check one out, and see what you think.